forever. We motivate the motherfucking thugs, nigga.
This is the history of Young Jeezy.
Hey y'all, I'm Bora.
And I'm Els.
And this is BlaqNRedTV.
TV.
Okay, today we have Nank. So just get him a sense of who Nank is.
Just a music connoisseur, a person who just started music in Tangipahoa Parish. One of the pioneers. I ain't the one who did it, but just one of the pioneers who started music and engineered and did a lot of things.
Well, let the people know how you got it started. Like, how was you involved with that?
Personally, back in like 1998, me and my best friend Cham, we just had an idea to want to do music. And I always wanted to be an engineer and a producer, and I just got into it, started buying equipment, and started making music in the house and putting it out, and just got better at it. You know, just hit the streets, started doing parties, and until everybody just caught on to the wave, and we created a scene right here in Tangipahoa Parish.
So how do you feel it's changed from the point it was at then when you first started to where it's at now? Do you feel it then got better or worse?
I feel like it's more opportunity, but I feel like personally I just feel like it's kind of like kiddie, like it went kiddie. It's less substance and more just let me get on type rap. You know what I mean? Go in the studio and you make music to get on instead of going in the studio making music that you love to make. You know what I mean? So that's the difference, the biggest difference.
So is that like how you feel about the local rappers around here? Like, what can you tell them in order for them to step that game up?
I mean, the local rappers, I like what they're doing. I like the push they doing. I like the whole grind. But I don't think they have all the resources that it take, like in places like Atlanta and Miami, New York, in order to get their music sounding better and to get it in the right hands. You know what I mean? So the grind is there, but I just think we need a whole nother side to the game in order for them to be able to reach a higher plateau. So
when you say substance, who are some artists you feel rap with substance?
I mean, if we go south, I'm gonna say Juvenile, T.I., Jeezy. I mean, cause most people will be like, oh, you like that New York East Coast stuff like that. It's not just that. You know what I mean? These people still get to do the numbers, get the shows, do the sales, and still, you know what I'm saying, talk about things that you could go back and pop their CD in 10 years from now, and you still want to hear it. You know what I mean? Unlike making some music where you just try to get on right now, and it go out like the new tennis shoe. You know what I mean? When it's gone, it's gone. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna even throw the East Coast people up in there, because I'm always the victim of the person who like the East Coast music and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's basically it.
All right. So how do you feel about like all the dance songs that's coming out? Because there's a lot of dance songs out right now.
At first, I felt like we was losing it, right? As far as hip hop and as far as music is concerned. But at this point in my life, you know what I'm saying, it is for who it's for. Like, I'm not trying to, it's not for me, you know what I mean? But whoever it's for, if they love it, they love it. And whoever don't, that's cool too. But it's definitely not for me.
Concerning the future, do you see yourself going back to music, or have you ever left? Or?
No, I love doing music. You know what I mean? I really don't like the music business. You know what I mean? The music business, it really don't have nothing to do with the music that you make, because if I like a certain kind of music, right, and me and LeCali, we talk about this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might have a certain kind of music that he got that's in the stash that nobody else ever heard, but then he got this other stuff that's for the mainstream, because that's what the label want to hear. You know what I mean? So I'm not really into compromising who I am and what I love and the music that I like just to be somebody. You know what I mean? Or, you know, I put out some music and I got to stand behind something that I really don't believe in. That's not me. So as far as that, you know, I'm still stay behind the scenes. I get a lot of people advice about different things as far as the business aspect, you know, and I feel like a lot of artists need to learn the business side of the game before they can move on. If not, you're just wasting time. It's just a wreck waiting to happen, for real.
So what advice can you give an artist right now at this point?
Just study the game, study the business, study the people who came before you, that's been had hits and not made money. You know what I'm saying? And try to get your music to sound better, because then you won't have that problem with DJs. You going to DJs, because I remember when I first started, I take a CD to a DJ, he plug it in, and back in the days, you know, Juvie had just went off and he put me in, and I don't even make it a minute through, because my music, it don't sound right sonically. So I had to, you know, it took me a lot of years, maybe 10 years to get to that point, because we ain't had no money. So we had to learn it all ourselves. So now you got people like me and other people out there with studios who know what they're doing, and people willing to help. So the new artists should go out there and use their resources and take advantage of what's out there, so they don't have to go through what we went through in the past. So, you know, just to make the music sound better. That's one of the first steps.
So, do you feel if someone just decided to be different and made a song that wasn't to like a club beat or a dance beat, do you think it would do good, or it's just not what they want to hear?
I really can't say I'm the judge of that, but I know different is good. I can't say I'm the judge of that, because you look at Andre 3000, he different, and the world love him. But do you think somebody could come behind him and beat him? I don't know. I can't really answer that one. That's a good question. Can't answer. You know.
All right, and last but not least, tell them who you kicking it with.
I'm kicking it with Black and Red of BlaqNRedTV.
All right, y'all. We out.
Yeah.